Hey photographer, Jessica Whitaker here. I am sharing 5 ways to start traveling for photo shoot. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, I teach photography for beginners from a practical perspective. So be sure that you hit subscribe so you're the first to know when new free tutorials for your business come out. And I want to thank Narrative Select, which is a free photo culling software, for sponsoring this video and making it possible. Using Narrative Select is going to cut down your workflow significantly. Like, I'm talking hours. With Narrative Select, you can import thousands of large raw files in seconds with no wait time as you toggle between the images. And Narrative Select actually utilizes something called Smart Tech, which will alert you when images are out of focus or slightly out of focus, or eyes are closed or blinking, but it is smart enough to know when eyes are meant to be closed and looking down. So you as the photographer still have full creative control over your selections. Narrative isn't making them for you. Rather, it's just informing you of what is objectively good and objectively bad. And again, Narrative Select is totally free, and not just free trial, but it's free. But you have to go to this link right here. It'll also be linked down in the description box below. I love Narrative Select because you can also use it offline. So if you are traveling, whether it's on the airplane back home or in the car, you can use the software without Wi-Fi. And then it's so simple to send off to Lightroom. All you do is click ship. You can start a new catalog or choose an existing and then send it off to Lightroom CC or Lightroom Classic. You're going to love it. It's contemporary, it's intuitive, it's so easy to use, and it's free. So why not give it a go? But you have to use this link to access it for free. And let's get into the video. Number 1 is all about starting small. You have to start small to be able to grow, right? So there's 2 ways that you can do this. Number 1 is starting in the next city over. I live in Seattle, Washington, and the next city over from me is Portland, which is 3 hours south. Another way you can start small is by starting to book in cities that you already frequent. A lot of my photography clients are in New York City, and these clients are actually ones that I have marketed to while I've been living in Seattle. Start small, and then you can begin to have a strategy to grow into the city you want to be booking in, whether that's the next city over or the city you already frequent or somewhere that you don't have clients at all. So my next tip for starting to travel is very simple. Simply start using the other city's hashtags. Use these on Instagram, and also start to format your website SEO-wise to market towards that other city. A bonus is that you could change your Instagram name, so not username, but the name itself, to be Seattle photographer, New York City photographer, Seattle and London photographer. That's how one of my most recent photo shoots in New York, it was a beautiful engagement session. They found me because of my hashtag New York City photographer. Number 3, once you have started to book photo shoots in that other city, you're doing a photo shoot trip, I need to have my next dates available because people are excited from their photo shoot, and I under-promise and over-deliver to my clients. I give them a really beautiful client experience at so many different touch points, and I have a whole video all about how to under-promise and over-deliver. You can watch it by clicking here. They're more likely to jump on booking ahead of time. In conjunction to that, when you are actively posting about the photo shoot trip in that city, and you already have a date for new people who are now interested, you are more likely to get them booked versus them DMing and saying, let me know the next time you're in the city, I would love to book with you. Oh, actually, here's my dates and here's my booking link if you would like to schedule. Lastly, having these dates available, you are able to extend that client experience by giving the clients you're currently working with or just wrapped up with priority. So I love to email them before I share the dates with my email list and on social media. I want you as my current client to have priority. Here's my availability. Let me know if you're interested. Number 4 is key. It's boring, it's tedious, but it's key. You need to have the back end of your business completely nailed down before you take on another city. From your website to your workflow, everything in between. One reason why this is important is because if you are getting momentum on Instagram for bookings in other cities, then the moment somebody clicks the link in your bio to book with you, If your website is hard to navigate, if it's messy, if it's unfinished, if you don't even have a website at all, the chance of them actually following through with that booking is very slim. Whereas if you optimize your website, you take a weekend or two to fully get it set up. I have a guide on 5 ways to fix your website and to do a little check with yourself, a little audit. I'll have it linked down below in the description box. Tip number 5 is to edit the photos on your way back. And this might not be feasible for everybody to get every single photo shoot done, but you can at least cull through the images. So use Narrative Select. It's a software, so you don't have to have any internet access. So you can cull on the plane or on the car ride home, and it also allows you to get those sneak peeks out so much faster. And if you have any other questions that are a bit more detailed or advanced in terms of how to start traveling for photo shoots, drop it over in the free Build and Bloom Photography Facebook group. If your photography business is not registered as a legal entity, if you're not tracking the income that's coming into your business and the expenses that are going out, if you don't have an accountant or support with a financial advisor, if you don't know where to begin when it comes to opening up a business bank account, my Business Basics class is where I am teaching you the 8 essential steps to making your photography business legal and legit. I'm teaching these topics in a simplified way so that you can be empowered and take action to get it done. Business Basics is my online class. You're not only going to learn what to do, but I'm going to tell you when to do it so you actually get it done and it's crossed off your to-do list. Check it out or jump right in at jessicawhitaker.co/businessbasics. I'll also have it linked down below. I can't wait to see you on the inside. I will see you over in my next video where I am sharing with you 5 ways to beat burnout and to get out of a creative rut. See you there.